Marhaba everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Senna. So it's that time of the month, not that time of the month, but it's the time of the month where we're going to talk about our Feb reads and our March TBR. And also in this video I decided to add the books that I got when I went traveling / the books that I also got when I got back, because there's a few of those. But first and foremost, I don't know if I want to do like a little synopsis of each book that I read, because to be honest with you, I kind of don't like when people do that, because I feel like they give off too much information for me. Like sometimes I don't even read the back of the books because I just want to go in without knowing anything, you know? So yeah, now in last month, or like this month, I'm filming this still the same month, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But don't be fooled, because a lot of them were short stories. Because we were traveling, I really only had my Kindle, and a lot of the books, like I was just kind of going through the books that I had that were from like Stuff Your Kindle Day, and so back to back I was just choosing short stories without knowing they were short stories. And yeah, that's why I have 7 books read. I was very busy with traveling, and I actually didn't have as much time to read as I thought I would, to be honest with you. Plus the first leg of the trip, unfortunately for me, because I didn't know, but the first leg of the trip I was accidentally taking sleeping pills instead of my normal meds. So I was asleep for like the first 2 days pretty much on the flight, and I just had no idea. I thought it was like jet lag, but should have known, you know? Okay, so the first book that I read, which was the book that I started actually the first day of the travel, was The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, and that book was fun. It was one of those like palate cleanser books. It was very fast paced. It was a bit of a deeper storyline, not gonna lie, but it wasn't like something where you just really like had to think about it, or like, you know, it was a fun, quick, tad bit emotional read. I didn't cry or anything, but you know, I feel like that's my experience with Tessa Bailey books. Like they're fun. They're fun reads. Okay, then the second book that I read is The Fall Risk by Abby Jimenez, and that one was fun. It was just the first short story that I read, and I just liked it. It was fun, it was quick, you just got to the point. The next book that I read is When We Were Friends by Jane Green. I think that's the author. Yeah, Jane Green. Oh, right. Should I give you guys the rating? So the first 2 I put like 4 stars. I'm not on my Notion, which is where I keep my books. Like I have my book tracker. I don't have like the 4.5, 4.25 stars. But I understand why people do it, because sometimes it's like a little bit more than a 4-star, but not quite a 5-star. And sometimes it's like a little bit more than a 3-star. Like I get it when you have like multiple like 3-star reads, but like one of them was like a little bit better. You know what I mean? So I just kind of rated them like the full star mark. So the first 2 were 4 stars. And then When We Were Friends by Jane Green was 3 stars. It was a book, it was just pretty much about friendship, and honestly that one did have a twist that I was not expecting at all. I thought I was gonna go one way, but it went another way. It was captivating. It was a captivating read. I gave that one a 3-star. Then I read Same Time Next Year by Tessa Bailey. Was that a short story? I think that was a short story. I think it was like maybe 100 pages, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I actually had started this before, again, not knowing this was a short story. So I remembered a little bit from the beginning. But yeah, again, 3 stars. Very basic, very simple. The next book, short story, that I read was Natural Selection by Ellen Hilderbrand. That one I gave a 2-star. It was whatever. to be honest. Yeah, I feel like I'm like going so fast through these. Then I read One Night in Foxbrook by Evie Alexander. Again, it was whatever. It was a 2-star read. It wasn't that deep. Okay, Natural Selection, what was it about? Oh yeah, that one. I don't know. I feel like that one could also be like a 1-star read for me. It was whatever. And then the last book of this month that I finished was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and that one got a 4-star. That was the first physical book that I read of this month. That one was a bit spicy. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it was gonna be, but there was definitely spice in there. It was a fun read. That one was a fun read. Now I did start People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, but I don't think I'm gonna finish that before the end of the month. And then I started another one actually. Oh, it's on my phone. But what is it called? I actually got approved on NetGalley to read this book. So let's see what it's called. I'm like 25% into the book. It's called Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. I hope that's how you say it. Sorry if it's not. But yeah, I'm about 25% into that book, and it's actually pretty. I didn't think I was gonna get sucked in, but I'm sucked in. So those are the books that I read. Majority of them were short stories. 2 of them started, but don't think I'm gonna finish because I was not in a reading slump after I finished Deep End, but I felt like my brain was a little bit fried because of all the other things that I was busy with. So I wasn't as like consuming the other books as fast as I did for Deep End. So that's that. The end. That was quick. Over here, I think I put all of the books that I haven't read on this cart. These are the majority of the books that I have not read. So I want to build my March TBR. I don't think I should be too hopeful and pick a lot of books. So I kind of want to keep it intentional. Now, see, I did start those other 2 books, which I believe I'll finish within the next month. So I'm thinking maybe add another like 5 books that I think I could read and finish. I don't know. I think 5 is pretty good, right? Is that like too, what's the word? Too optimistic of me? Let's see. Now, I don't know what I'm in the mood for, to be honest with you. I have a lot of different types of books. Oh, one of them that I want to read. It's actually up here and I don't feel like taking it down, but it's The Winners by Frederick Bachman. I really want to finish that. I've been putting that last book off in the Beartown series because I'm not ready for the heartbreak that I'm going to experience, but I do want to finish that in March. I'm ready to get my heart broken and shattered into a million pieces. The Beartown and Us Against You both made me cry and made me feel so empty on the inside. You know when a book just like kind of destroys you, but you're like thinking about it over and over again because it's just so like, ugh, that's what those first 2 books did to me, and I was not ready for the last one. And because I knew I was traveling, I really wanted to have the time to sit down and really take in the emotions of finishing the series. So that's gonna be one. See, that's already 3. So should we choose maybe 3 more? Okay, let's choose 2. And I think the other one that I want to read actually is in the new books that I got, which I'll just put that as the 3rd one. Okay, so let's just choose 2. What are we thinking of? So I have a romance, 2 romances already, and then The Winners is its own thing, and then it's probably gonna be like another romance. So let's choose maybe like a different genre. I'm thinking, I saw this actually, The Cash by Frida McFadden. I think this is a new book that just came out. But Frida McFadden books normally are just so easy to read. Very fast paced. So I think this is going to be one of them. So I got this at Costco. If you have a Costco or a Sam's Club, check out the reading section because actually they're not too bad. So The Crash by Frida McFadden. And then, I don't know which other one I want. Should I start the Magnolia Park series? Should the first book be? Because I really have been wanting to read them. I don't know, I feel like they're very spring, summery mood books for me. Should I start it? Should that be our other one? I think so. But then see, that's the thing. Like I've been putting off starting the Magnolia Park series because once I start the first one, I'm gonna pretty much want to finish it all the way through. So I think we'll just do it. We're just gonna do it. I want to know what it's about. So Magnolia Parks, The Crash by Frida McFadden, and then a new release, which is going to transition into some of the new books that I picked up, is this one, First Time Caller. I've heard people that are not into romance books say this is a really strong read, so that's why I picked it up. I've read B.K. Borzen's books before. I think I read, I don't even remember what it's called, but I did not enjoy it. I felt like there were too many, like, you know, when books start like talk about like TikTok and like being an influencer, I'm not into that. I don't know. I feel like it kind of like ruins a book for me. It's just, I'm trying to read a book to escape. So I don't want to read about someone like being an influencer and going on TikTok and like I'm just not into that. But when I saw multiple people rave about this story, I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna give this author another chance. So these are the 3, and then I'll add the other 3 that I'm wanting to finish right here. So that gives us 6. I feel like 6 is pretty solid if I stick to the TBR and I actually read, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for something else. So I think this is a good bunch. I think this is a solid choice. Honestly, you guys, I don't know why I'm filming this video as if someone's like coming at me with a machete if I don't finish it in a certain time frame. Like, I feel like I'm like, that's how I feel. Oh, maybe because I just finished my coffee. All right, now let's talk about the books that I picked up while traveling, / a couple of them I actually got when I got back. So this by all means was not one trip. I don't go and buy 17 books in like one trip. I don't have that. This was like bought specifically on vacation because I wanted to buy some books for memories, and a few of these were bought when I came back, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. Okay, so the first book actually that I picked up was, oh no, this ripped. Let me just take them out of here. So the first bookstore that I went to, I was actually in search of Emily Henry books, but they didn't have any. I felt like the romance section wasn't too large, and a lot of the books that were there I hadn't heard of before, and because I was buying them overseas, I really wanted to buy books that I already read, because sometimes I'll buy books and then I'll read them and I'll be like, oh, I don't like it. So I was afraid that if I bought a new book over there that I hadn't read before, that I wouldn't have wanted to keep it, and I wouldn't have kept it if I didn't enjoy the story. I'm just not into that. Personally, I like to keep books that I actually enjoyed the story of because I would want to read it again. So that's why I was specifically looking for books that I had read. And pretty much all the books that I got are like my favorite books. So first book that I picked up was this edition of The Things We Leave Unfinished. This book, if you guys haven't read it, shocker. It was a shocker, but it was really cute. I don't think I've ever seen this edition before, so I picked it up, and it's like really interesting because at the bookshops, like all of them were pretty much like wrapped up like this. I'm not sure why, but I felt like it was like really cute to just keep it packaged so that way it wouldn't like bend or anything in the suitcase. So that's the first one that I picked up. The thing's really even finished. And then the second one from the same bookshop is this one, Love and Other Words. Very cute. I don't think I've seen this copy either. I don't think I've seen like anyone have this copy. I'm not sure. But two of my favorite books. These are the two that I picked up at the first bookshop. Then it was like a completely different day, but we went to the mall to go get actually some, we went to a new mall that we hadn't been to before, and I was actually going to get some gifts for other people. And then I just so happened to stumble upon another bigger bookstore. And this specific bookshop that I stumbled into actually had a way bigger selection of books, popular books. It was so huge. And if I stayed longer, I was afraid that I was going to walk out with like 17 bucks or something. Okay? So, oh wait, hold on. I have to show like two other cute things that I got from the first bookstore too. They're not books, but I got these like very cutie little sticker packs. I just felt like they were so stinking cute, and I felt like these would be really cute for junk journaling, which I haven't started, but that's a story for a different day. But yeah, I felt like these were very, very cute. Love them. And they're like puffy stickers. They're not like completely 2D, but they have like a little bit of a, I just noticed that they're sparkly too. What? That's so cute. Can you guys see? I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Oh, there you go. Sparkles. Okay. So that was like my haul from the first bookshop. Okay, the second one, the way bigger one. That's where I found my girls, my Emily Henry books. Now, the first two that I bought, and I think, yeah, this one's ripped as well. That's okay. I'll probably take the wrapping off. Again, all of them are wrapped. But Happy Place by Emily Henry and Beach Read, and these have my heart. I want to do like a reread of both of these books. I have seen both of these editions because I think these are like the UK editions of the books. So I've seen these before. I think I don't know if I've seen Beach Read, but I have seen the other Emily Henry books that look like this. But yeah, I just like these. Now, if I'm being completely honest with you, I know I said I didn't want to get any books that I haven't read yet. And don't be mad, but I haven't read Funny Story by Emily Henry. But when I saw this copy, I was like, this is so cute. And it's a paperback. It's not the same size as the other ones. I'm not sure why. Like, this is Beach Read compared to Funny Story. So it's massive. But I just saw it and I was like, this is so cute. I haven't read it, but I feel like I'll like it. I hope I like this book. Because when I came back, I also got the paperback of Funny Story in the cover that is sold here, because I just love paperback books. But yeah, I like, don't judge me, okay? And then the last book that I got when I came back is this one, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've been wanting to read Nothing Like the Movies, and I think you're supposed to read this one first and then the second one, but I'm also honestly waiting for the second one to come out in paperback because I don't want the hardcover. I'm not a hardcover book girly. I like paperbacks. So I wanted to read this one. I read two other books by Lynn Painter, very fast-paced YA stories, and It's like cute. After reading Deep End, let me just talk about something for a second. After reading Deep End, it had more spice than other books, but I just realized that I really like books that have to do with like that tension, the banter, the, you know, the glances and the looks, and I like that type of romance more than the like super spicy type. So now, other things that I got just because I felt like they were very cute. And I got this actually from Indigo. So if you don't know, we're very close to Canada. So I went to Canada, I saw this and I was like, that's so cute. It says, sorry, I can't. I have a book club. I want to add this on my keychain. I actually forgot about it until right now. I was gonna do it that same day, but it has like these, what are they called, zip ties or whatever. And then the last thing in this haul that I got is this mug. Probably overthinking. And if you know me, this mug is really suitable for my personality because I always overthink. And I don't want to, but I just felt like this was very cute. It's a very cute, very fun mug. But yeah, that was my haul. Those are the things that I got overseas. Majority of them are overseas, and then I got just like a few books when I came back because it's a problem. That's why, really. That's the only explanation I have, okay? You don't have to judge me. At least it's not drugs. That was fun. This is gonna be like a 5-second video, and then you guys are gonna be like, what? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be like a booktuber. Like I want my channel to be mainly about books, but I feel like I'm not doing it properly. But also I do want my channel to be about coziness in general. Like I just want to give like a cozy atmosphere, and I want you guys to like, I want to be like your comfort content person. That's really what I want. And so I just feel like I want to do it all, do all the cozy things. But I feel like in terms of like the reading bookish vlog specifically, I'm not doing the best job. So I want to put more effort into curating proper bookish content. I feel like this video was sped up a little and I'm talking like a mile a minute. It's not because I'm trying to like just like finish the content and put it out, but I don't want to give off too much. I don't want to give too much information about the book, because sometimes it's just nice going into it blind and then you're just discovering the story from nothing, and then you're just like living through it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like not talking too much about the books. Anywho, I'm sorry if it felt like I totally sped through this. I'm not gonna know how long this video is, but if it's super short, I'm sorry. I'll try my best, but also I'm just talking about the books I already read and the books that I plan to read, and then like I felt like there's no need for this video to be too long because it's not a vlog. But on that note, should I make my vlogs longer? Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, so if you made it to the end, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this, what seems like a very quick video to me, because I feel like I was talking so fast. I'm pretty sure the next video is going to be the Lebanon vlog, so I hope you enjoyed that. In the meantime, I'm going to attempt filming better bookish vlogs so they're a little bit more interesting. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. You'll see me in the next one, hopefully. Bye, 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 bye.